Hello everyone, this is RVer Frank. Well, it's time to leave the Colorado behind while moving forward to changes in our RV choices. Today I'm filming a walk around of the Colorado for the new owner, having coordinated along with it a 15-foot retro travel trailer. It pulled really great behind that Colorado V8. I just arrived in Boulder, Colorado, delivering the rig, and will be preparing this setup for storage for the cold winter here. After this trip, I'll be getting back home in Utah to begin setting up our new RV. So on with the walkthrough. Okay, this is going to be a walk around the truck and the trailer combined, and I'll point out certain things that might be of question. These brackets here are left on. They enable this to be towed. If you have connections that go in here, you can hook that up to a tow bar, and so this vehicle can be towed. The oil's just been changed, and it's passed Chevrolet's, I think, a 25-point inspection, so it's good to go. The tires, you want to rotate those every 5,000 miles. So in 5,000 miles, you want to take this into a tire store and get them rotated. The backup camera on the trailer will function. The backup camera will function on the trailer with a push of this button. The camera will pair with the camera, or this monitor will pair with the camera, and you can see the back of the trailer for backing up. These are about a foot. It's about 2 feet, 2 feet, and 2 feet for that warning. So it's 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet. So that shows about 6 feet back. There's a place here for a cell phone, and you can charge it in there. This is the brake controller. It's been set for the weight and size of the trailer, so it will actuate the trailer brakes. This dash cover is just to protect no damage to the actual dash itself at all. Mainly I had a camera up here and I didn't want the reflection off the dash into my videos. This is a camera. There's a chip in there, and it records constantly. As you can see, it's recording right now as soon as I turn the ignition on. If there's an accident, it'll record that accident. You just take the memory card out of here. It's underneath. Or it's on the side. It's somewhere. Anyway, take the memory card and you'll have a video of that situation. Okay, we'll go walk around the trailer. Okay, if you want to open up this window, that opens up. You can just tighten up those little... Okay, here's the front light. There's a light here, light here. We went over the lock on the receiver, the lock here, and the chains need to be twisted. This is the brake, emergency brake. In storage, this line here will be disconnected. That will save the battery from getting run down. I'll try to leave a wrench in the car for that bolt to be put back in there. It's just a little screw. That will save the batteries. The same thing for the engine. I'll disconnect the positive side of the battery. That will have to be replaced, and it looks like it'll have the same size wrench to tighten this up. I'll loosen it, pull this up, and when you're ready to go, put that down and tighten that back up. And that goes down. Coming over here, this is an extra storage space. It's finished for clothes or anything that you want to put in there. This is a refrigerator vent, top and bottom. This is where the power cable gets plugged into with the power cord in the basement, and that gets plugged to the pedestal at the campground. This is if you put a solar panel and you want to connect it to charge your battery. This is the plug that you use. This is where you would fill up your water tank. You have a 11 gallon water tank. Just put a hose on there and fill it up. There's a shower, sprayer, and a hot and cold faucet in there. Let's see. This is if you want to fill your water into your tank here as well. But if you're at a campground, you want to run off the city water, you use this. If you want to boondock with 11 gallons of water, you fill this up. So we'll put the license plate here. There's a spot that you could put a vanity plate of some sort here if you wanted. This is the backup camera. This is the solar charging. There's a compartment down here. Okay. So in here is some extra winterizing fluid. When you winterize, you take that jug of pink winterizing fluid, put this in there. You turn off the valve there so that it's not drawing water from the tank. And then you go to each faucet and it will pump with the water pump on that winterizing fluid in your system. And you leave each faucet and toilet until paint comes out, and then you know you have that fluid all the way through. When you come back from traveling, you just, I'm getting to the valve here. I'm setting the valve in line so that it's ready to draw fresh water into the system. So when you get out of storage, put water in this tank, and turn the water on each of the faucets in the toilet until clear water comes out, and your system will be flushed. Any warning or concern with regards to the toxicity of this winterizing fluid is on this label. It's non-toxic. Here you have your sewer hose, and that sewer hose goes to the campground spot in the ground next to the electrical connection, and this comes off, and the sewer hose under there in the basement will screw in there and be routed to the deposit in the campground next to the pedestal where the electrical goes. This side is the black water. This would be your toilet water. This is the gray tank, and that would be for any bath water or sink water. So the way that you would empty this is you would have your hose hooked up, you would pull this lever out and wait for the black tank to drain. Then you push this valve back in and pull this valve out like that. And what that will do is that gray water will clean out any black water deposits from the hose and this system here. So it's black first, gray second. It's a spare tire. There's another storage compartment. These are wheel chocks. This is 50 feet of hose that hook up on that city water connection on the other side there that we talked about, and this goes to the campground water faucet by the electrical and dump station, which looks like that. Hole in the ground, you just put this down in there. And here are wheel blocks to block the one wheel on either side that you need to have higher or lower to make the trailer level. Okay, this is the propane heater exhaust. This is a connection, electrical connection for outside. Inside is toilet paper. There is the sanitizer you put in the toilet. You put one of these in. Every time you dump the tank, you put another one in. You take the little pouches, little packages. You hook this up. This gets hooked up to the campground water faucet. Your hose gets connected to this. This is a 50 pounds per square foot restrictor, so that if the campground has higher pressure than that, it won't blow out your lines in the trailer. So you must have this. I would just keep it on the hose all the time, so you know that has to be connected before this. And we've talked pretty much about this. To open up the TV holder, you pull this line, just slightly pull it up. If you have two hands, which I don't, that little nylon strap here will disconnect this mechanism so it can be pulled out. You just want to gently pull it out and move it around using the TV as the grip point, but do it gently so that it's not causing damage to the TV. Okay, so this has been wired, so there's ability to move this and open it up all the way. This is your DVD, CD, Bluetooth, everything, TV tuner setup. This is the microwave, and you got drawers, and this is where you would turn on your thermostat. When you're plugged in, it will work. So it's got cooler or warmer. If you want it warmer, you put it over here. If you want it cooler, you just have it turned on, but just to the left. In fact, the fan is going now, but it has no air conditioning without being plugged into the park power, 110 power. Now all of the manuals are in here that will give you more detailed information. You have your DVD player and your TV controls, And there's just everything you want to go through these to figure out the operation more precisely. These are feet for the TV, which you don't need. This, if it were plugged into a 110 voltage, it would tell you what the voltage is. Typically, you're going to be close to 120 volts. If it drops below 110, you don't want to operate your air conditioner. It will cause an underload condition and could damage the air conditioner. So you just want to watch this, and it just simply plugs into your main breaker protected outlet. If you cause a short or something in any of the outlets, this will pop out just like in your home receptacle. You reset it and put that in, you're good to go. There's a little light here that'll come on when it's set. Okay, that pink solution is that anti or the winterizing fluid. Remember, you have your coffee pot. So we're going to go ahead, and this is your hot water heater. It's turned on. It'll run off your system. And this is, turn your water pump on. This is for your lights inside. This is for your exterior lights. If you want to know the condition of your battery, you hit that one, you'll see all the lights come across. It's fully charged. The fresh water tank is empty. The black tank is empty, and the gray water is empty. Okay, for this camera or this monitor to be functional, you need to plug it in here, and then this line here is for your phone if you want to plug your phone in, and then the monitor will pair up with the camera, as you can see. But while it's in storage, I'm pulling that out, so you need to put that back in there. So for the license plate, you'll need a flat blade screwdriver for here. For the rear license plate, you'll need this wrench here, and I'm going to leave this wrench in the center console. Right there. Okay, once you level the trailer using the front jack and blocks, using this front jacks down to stable the trailer this way, and blocks to get it close to level this way, then you can put these electric jacks down. And they're pretty powerful. They will they'll lift the trailer up about maybe an inch. After that, I wouldn't put any more pressure on the jacks, but these jacks are a very strong, they're a high-rated jack for this little trailer. They're function more as a jack and stabilizer. Okay, and you have one in front and one in back. You can see it lifts it up. Okay. I tell you, doing this with one hand is ridiculous. Okay, so once this is loosened up enough, you can just turn this and it'll work that loose, and then it comes off. You can see a little spark there because that's the electricity. So we're going to leave that off to the side like that. This will go right back on top of there. Use a 3/8 wrench to tighten that down, and you're good to go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the keys in the glove box. Okay, don't worry about that cable. It's what it required to put in this aftermarket Alpine unit, which is the best you can get. So the keys are in there. We're going to, well, we're going to lock. I just connected the battery. We're going to manually lock the doors because I disconnected the battery and you no longer can use the clicker to open the car, and the alarm's not on, but it's going to be safe over here. We talked to the guys next door with this trailer, and they're here every day. So it's locked. I'm going to close the door. The keys are in the glove box. We check one more time back here. Make sure we got tucked everything behind. So you have your wax, a couple rags. You have information on that brake controller here. This is the mirrors, full mirrors, and there's a manual here for the Colorado, and here is that level that you might want to use on your floor. Check it one way and then check it this way to make sure it meets your expectations for being level. So we're going to lock this door, and we're going to check what's in here. Nothing's in here. So everything's locked, so we're going to go ahead and close this, and it's locked. We can't get in it. And we're going to secure both sides of the cover like so. Okay, so I tied that around this step here. You may want to put something else there instead of this rope. But anyway, you put the covers on. The guy who works over in that shop there, this is his trailer. He says this is a real safe area, and he's here every day working. So there the cover is installed. Everything's locked up. Remember to hook up the electrical connections and you're good to go.